Profitpreneur. I'm excited today to talk to you about how to use our indestructible income mega tracker. So, just as a quick backstory, the indestructible income mega tracker actually stems from my indestructible income course. Matter of fact, let me pull that up for you. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so when you go to my courses page, you'll see that's my first course. It's a signature course of mine, Indestructible Income. And when you get access to this, mind you, this course is $497 because it is packed full of everything that you need to know to keep it simple when it comes to creating the kind of income that is indestructible. This course was based on when the pandemic hit and my husband and I were trying to figure out what on earth were we going to do. Most folks, all of a sudden, in a flash, in an instant, one day they're going to work, the next day they're not, and everybody's quarantined, right? We're all on lockdown. And for most people, their income went way down and there was a lot of uncertainty and worry, and they didn't know what they were going to do next and where their next paycheck was going to come from. We, on the other hand, had the experience of our income growing and growing and growing. And you may have even seen, if you went to the profitpreneur.com and you saw a little bit of our journey on there, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So when you come to check out the lab, you get your membership for $7 in the lab, or go annual for just 70. You'll notice that we have, during the pandemic, bam, this was just before the pandemic, a little over 500, not bad, pays a few bills. But once the pandemic hit in March of 2020, we almost 6x what we made, from a little over 500 to almost 3,000. 5 times 6 is 30, right? So we did it, okay? And then month 3, it rose even more when everybody else's income was, boom, just nosediving, right? So we had over $4,300 here. By May, we were at 5 figures, and we just wanted to make sure we could keep it consistent. Could we do it for at least one more month? Yes. And so you see that here in June, and it went on and on. To this day, we have been able to generate some predictable income, some sustainable income, to the point. Hold up. I got to stop sharing for a second because you got to see my face right here. We've done this to the point that we've been able to spontaneously relocate across the country to a city we'd never even visited before. Now we're living here, and it's been almost a year at the time that I'm recording this video. Okay. So if you want to know how to do things like that, we were able to move in like 3 weeks. Doing things like this, affiliate marketing and even network marketing, as well as a couple of other business models that we like to use and incorporate into our businesses, it has enabled us to be able to become profitable and live the kind of lifestyle that we want. Okay, so if that's what you're looking for, then you need to stick around. Keep watching this, because the Indestructible Income Tracker, that mega tracker, is where this comes from. Okay, so let me share my screen again. All right, so 6 simple steps to sales for you to have sustainable income. And this tracker is normally only included in the course, the $500 course. But if you got access to the Profitpreneur lab, and better yet, upgrade to the academy, then you get our upgraded version of this Profitpreneur tracker. So I want to show you how to use it. The first thing to do is to make sure that you make a copy of it. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, when you click the link inside of your training portal, you'll be sent here. Okay, and you'll see your mega tracker. So again, first thing, let's copy this. All right, you'll go up to the top right hand corner where you see these 3 dots next to the word share, and you're going to click that. For some folks, you'll already see this, but for most, you won't, and you'll see the 3 dots instead. So you click the three dots to open this up. You'll see it reads about this board. You'll click the little caret that's pointing to the left, which is the go back arrow. And when you click that, you'll see that you can come down, 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 down to where you see three dots and you see the word more. Click that. When you click that, you'll see that you'll be able to copy the board. You want to copy the board. You're going to give it a name. You can keep the name the same, or you can change it to something else. And then, oh yeah, I forgot. Sometimes you can't see. Oh, you can see it today. Okay. Cool. Just double check and make sure you can see. But you'll see that once you've given it a title, what's going to happen is this, it might be hard for you to see right now, but this little create button, it's a very light gray right now, but it will turn into a bright blue and become clickable for you. Okay. Matter of fact, it'll be this shade of blue that you see right here. That button will turn blue and you can click it, and then you will have copied the board. Okay. So that needs to be done first. Now, after that, what the heck is all this? And how do I use it to bring me some indestructible income, Val? All right. So what you'll do is we're going to cover this pillar by pillar, list by list. These are called lists. Every column that you see is a list, and everything inside the list is called a card. Okay. Now, this first official card is the goals. You'll set your goals for the month. And this is really important for you to do to help you to stay on track. You will have days that you're not going to feel like doing this. You will have hard days. You will have days that you're super busy. No excuse for you to still get this stuff done, because it doesn't take a long time to do. Okay. And I'm going to walk you through it. So yeah, you want to keep yourself motivated, and the goals will really help hold you accountable. So your goal can be an income goal. It could be a rank advancement goal if you're in network marketing. It could be a goal of how many people that you'd like to help for the month. Honestly, whatever you want. Okay. But you're going to type those things here where I've got goal 1, 2, 3. You're going to change that to whatever your goals are. Okay. Then we can move into our daily tracker. This is the daily activity that you should be doing each day. And I made it very simple. You have your posting portion of your day, your engaging portion of your day, and then your audience and list building portion of your day. Okay. Now let me back up a bit, because first I wanted you to see that there's a content ideas section in here. Okay. So here is where you'll want to place a few post ideas whenever you get inspired. What I love about Trello is the fact that you can use this on any device. Right now, I'm on a laptop, but you can use this on your tablet. You can use this on your phone. So the minute you get an idea, put it here as a brain dump, and you can then further develop it later. Okay. But you'll add item, you'll write down your content idea. Okay. What kind of picture you want to use, you can include that as well when you click attachment. So lots of cool things you can do with this. Now, once you have your content ideas, it's time to post, child. And remember, when you're inside of the Profitpreneur Lab or Profitpreneur Academy, we actually give you some post ideas. First, we teach you the formula on how to create your own posts. Then we give you a few ideas, a little bit of encouragement, and we even have some done for you posts based on your specific business model, your specific niche. So we got something coming out for people in travel really, really soon, and it's going to be really cool. So anyway, you'll do your Facebook stories. You can put as many pages of your Facebook stories as you would like. Okay, you could just do 1 page. You could do 20 pages. It's up to you. But whatever you decide, you'll go in, you'll add an item if you're going to do more pages, and maybe add on page 6, and then it'll be there. So that part's up to you. Okay, so let me get rid of that. All right. But on average, our folks do about 5. After you've done your Facebook stories, then you can go and do 1 Facebook post on your profile. Now, again, if you want to do a little bit more work, that's fine. But really, this combo right here is pretty effective, pretty powerful, exactly how it is. But if you're in Facebook groups and maybe you want to put a post in a group, you can add that to the list of things that you want to do. Okay, so you can customize this. Once you've done your posting for the day, and notice that doesn't take very much time, especially if you've planned ahead and you're using our planners and trackers in order to help you along the way. Like, let me see if I can find. Oh, I'm already sharing that one. Okay. So just like right here, will it let me share? That's the question. I need to reopen this closed tab. Okay. So again, when you're going back in your dashboard, you'll be able to see this stuff here. So give me one sec. I have to make sure I'm sharing the right tab here. Okay, there we go. So you'll have your dashboard. You'll go into your courses. And you'll see, depending on where you are, if you're in the lab for just $7 a month, you'll click Access Training here. If you're in the academy for just $27 a month, you'll click here. And if you're in the elite group coaching program that's only $97 a month, then you'll go here. Nobody charges that for coaching. And I know you know that, so I'll just move on. But anyway, let's say you're in the $7 a month lab. You would click Access Training. And again, we've got a lot of trackers, planners, journals, and things like the weekly post planner, the social media planners, the posting power planners, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of things in there. So we want to make sure that you're, using those things, right? Okay. Anyway, back into this. All right. So once you've done your posting, now the next step is your engaging. Okay. So we want you to focus on starting with 30 people. You don't want to do this back to back if you don't use Facebook that much yet. Okay. Maybe you'll do 10 in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, 10 in the evening, or 15 in the morning and 15 at night. But we want you to start off with 30 people a day, work your way up to 50, 60, 80, 100 people a day. And there are several reasons why that we cover inside of the Profitpreneur. But one of the main reasons is you need to increase your odds. You got to know that everybody you reach out to is not going to answer you, and everybody you make offers to is not going to say yes. And so we've got to find out your probability. We got to know your percentages, your conversion rates. We need data for that. So the best way to gather data is to gather as much of it up as possible through talking to as many people as possible without it being overwhelming. So we have a simple checklist here. Okay. You're going to check off those 30 people once you've gotten to that. When it comes to just interacting on other people's posts, so that Facebook knows the types of people that you like to interact with so that they can send you more people. Okay. And that's all organic. It's for free. You're training Facebook to work for you. Okay. So for those of you that were worried about, oh my gosh, do I have to do ads in order to be successful in my business? You don't have to. The past 6-7 years, I've done strictly organic. Same thing for comments. You're going to go and check off the 30 people that you not only interacted with and left a reaction, but you will also comment on their posts. And you're not just going to say nice post. You're going to say something meaningful. You're actually going to read their post. You're actually going to care. Okay. And then we're going to comment, and it'll be brief. Doesn't take very long, just a few minutes to get that done. Okay. Once you've done the engagement part of your day, then it is time to do the audience and list building part of your day, right? You want to grow and build your audience, and better yet, build your email list, your list of contacts. So again, the number is 30. That's our magic number to start. So you want to send out at least 30 friend requests per day. There is a way to automate this if you'd like, but you got to make sure that you are in the lab or the academy, because then we can show you a really cool alternative to help save you a ton of time. Okay. Now, when you're doing the friend request, please remember that you're going to check it off here to make sure you covered 30. But as you are sending out your friend request, please write down the names on a new card inside the suspects section, which is right here, right next to the entire daily tracker. Okay. So you'll simply click add card and you'll put the person's name here. And once you've done that, that's when you can go in and you can check this off. Easy peasy. Okay. So that's how this works. Doesn't take long to get all of that done. And guess what? That's it for the daily tracker. That's all you would have needed to do in terms of your activity. The rest of it is tracking what happens next as you go. Okay. So you wrote down Jane Doe's name because you sent her a friend request. She's a suspect. She's not a prospect. Too many people are mixing up prospects with suspects. Okay. So a prospect is somebody who has shown you interest through their behavior and through them flat out telling you that they have an interest in what it is that you offer or what it is that you're about. Suspects don't fit that category. Suspects are people who you think based on a little bit of conjecture, not just guessing and not just assuming that everybody needs what you got. Okay. But through maybe something you have in common or where you found them on Facebook, something has indicated to you that they may be a good fit for your offer. We're not sure yet. We need to find out. We're not going to be pushy. We're not going to be salesy. We're not going to be predatory. Okay. That's not how we do things here. You want to make sure that you're going to actually bring some real value into people's lives and make their lives better once they have connected with you. Okay. So here, like I said, you're going to click add card. You'll put the name of the people that you sent friend requests to, the people who requested info from you through your Facebook stories or your posts. Okay. You'll make a card for each person. And remember, when you click on the card itself, you can leave notes, you can set dates to follow up, etc. So watch this. So I wrote Jane Doe's name down. I'm waiting for her to accept my friend request. Once she does, hopefully you have the setting that we taught you in terms of setting it so that the minute somebody accepts your friend request, they get pushed up to the top of your messenger list where it says this person is a new connection. That way you don't forget to go message them. Okay, so you can write that down. Accepted friend request on, let's say it's 611. Okay, great. You could say they accepted my friend request, right? So you know if you accepted theirs or did they accept yours. Okay, so the friend request got accepted. And you can always come back and follow up. In the description section, though, honestly, I would take this. I'm sorry, I'd take this out and I'd put it in activity because that's an activity that happened. They accepted your friend request. In the description, you need to describe them as best as you know them at the time. And the more you learn about them, the more you can add into the description. So if we know that Jane Doe lives in the same state, has 3 kids and husband, from her profile, looks like she's in a network marketing company, right? So that's all we know right now. So we would save that. And like I said, the more you learn about Jane Doe, the more that you will put in the description. And as more and more activities are happening, you will record that. So I would save that she accepted my friend request. Then the next thing that happens, I would write that down. So when she accepts my friend request, I'm going to send her a message. Sent message on same day, 6/11/2023. And then let's say that, let's save that. Let's say it took her a few days before she replied back to that message. She replied to my message on 6/13. She said, and then you would write in whatever she said. Okay, so that you can keep track of this stuff. Okay, so now the moment that your suspect replies to your initial greeting message that we teach you how to put out so that you don't come across weird and awkward and salesy, right? The minute they reply to that, now you're having quality conversations, not just small talk, not just, oh my gosh, we live in the same state. Oh my gosh, you've got 3 kids. Me too. That has nothing to do with how you are able to help them with your business, right? So we're not going to talk about that. All right. So again, as you're going through the training, you'll see what types of things you're going to say, why you're going to say those things, and what you can expect as a response back. And as you're doing these, you could get to go into the Facebook inner circle group that we have for you to ask questions if things go awry, or if you are afraid, or if you're anxious and you don't know what to say, and all of that stuff. You can post that in the group and we'll be there to help you. All of us will. Okay. Now, notice I get to move the cards around. So as I progress through the sales process, I know exactly how well I'm doing with that progress. Okay. Now, just as a heads up, you're always going to have a lot of suspects because you'll be talking to 30 people a day. It's going to pile up, and slowly but surely you'll be able to start moving them over into conversations and so on and so forth. So speaking of which, let's now talk about Jane Doe. We're having a conversation with her, and I'm going to ask her questions, learn more about her, show a genuine interest based on what we teach inside the Profitpreneur, so that I can pinpoint a pain point. And once I know what that is, then I can make an offer. Okay. So remember, move the people who said yes to more information over here to this column after you give them the link. Okay. Also move the people that you made an offer to for a product or even for your business opportunity. Move them, move them, move them. If you made an offer of some sort for them to check out a video presentation, check out a link, whatever, put them here, especially if they said, yes, I'm going to check that out. Next, once they've checked it out, you've made the offer. Did they say yes? Hopefully they did. And if they did, you move them over into closing, because congratulations, you just got a new customer or a new team member onto your team. So really important that you're tracking from day to day, week to week, month to month, how many new customers you're getting, and also keeping track of your customers so that you can stay in touch with them by eventually taking the information that you have from them and making sure that they're on your email list. And then you can even automate that process too. Okay. If the person did not say yes, if I made an offer and Jane said, oh, I don't know, oh, I just been so busy, I had to get back to you. Okay, she's going to my follow-up section. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click dates, and we are going to set a date together as to when I'm going to follow up with her. Okay, so you can select the date, select the time, and then allow this to set a reminder for you so you don't forget to follow up as promised. You always want to keep your word in business. Always. You want to have integrity. Okay. So now if the person gave you a flat out no, I'm not interested in this at all, you made an offer, they're like, this is not for me, no thank you, then don't put them in follow-up. They're not more likely than not, they're not going to change their mind if they are steadfast on telling you no. So instead, we're going to put them in the unqualified section. Why are we saving this? 2 reasons. Number one, we don't want to forget and accidentally start a whole new conversation up with them again about the same stuff. And number 2, although they're not qualified for this current offer that you have, maybe in the future you'll have a different offer that would be a better fit. So you don't want to lose track of these folks. You want to continue being friends. Don't be mad and say, well, I hate you because you don't want my stuff. Block. Don't do that. Don't send everybody to the block party. Okay. Just put them in the unqualified section until there's a better time. Okay. And definitely remain friends and stay in communication on occasion. Okay. There is also a resources tab. Now, I love this because the resources tab is where you can put any of your go-to links and resources like blog articles, YouTube videos, MLM video presentations, or PDFs or whatever. And what you will do to save your links, you simply look at the menu on the right, which is over here, and click attachment. And then you put the link in there. And you can even name the link once you paste a link in there. It's not going to let me do it right now. But that'll help you to keep track and have one place to go to grab whatever you're going to need to give out to your prospects. Okay. For the training, put the link to any training videos that you feel that you'll need to refer back to so that it'll all be in one place and easy to be kept up with. To save the links, again, you look over to the right, you click attachment, and you paste it there. And that's it. This is very simple. Now, what else is really cool is I love to teach people how to take all of this data, this intel that you've gathered about your business, and use it to find out your KPIs. What are your percentage rates when it comes to converting from a brand new person that you just connected with into building rapport through conversations, building a relationship? Okay. And then out of the conversations that you're having that are quality conversations, not just small talk, how many of them do you actually make an offer to? Or do you find that you chicken out, for example, right? If that's the case, then we know that there's a problem here, because you'll end up with a large amount of people in this column. You'll have a bunch of cards with all these people's names here, but you'll have very few people here because you didn't make offers. Now we know what to fix in your business. Same thing for going from conversion to closing. If you are making a lot of offers, but you're not getting a lot of sales, that's a problem. We don't go for no. I don't teach that. I don't teach you, it's okay, every no gets you closer to a yes. That's bull. It is not true. It's not necessarily true. What you need to remember is if you're getting a no, there's a reason. So we need to learn a lesson from it before we move on. And we have to figure out, well, why are people saying no? Maybe I need to reframe my offers. I need to frame my offers a little bit differently. Maybe I need to listen better. You know what I'm saying? So this definitely helps. And the more time that you spend with us here inside the Profitpreneur, the better you're going to get at this, and the bigger you're going to see your conversion and closing numbers increase. So I cannot wait to see you accomplish these things. And even if you are a seasoned marketer, even still, a lot of people who are closing, they don't know at what rate, they don't know these numbers, they're not tracking this stuff. And if they only did, if they would just do that, they would be 10 times better than what they already are right now. Okay. So really looking forward to having you jump in to this Trello board, using this mega tracker and seeing just how powerful it can be. And it's easy to use. So if you do have any questions, make sure that you go into our Facebook Inner Circle group and ask your questions there so that we can address them, because I know that your question is probably something that someone else may be thinking, might be a little too shy to ask. Maybe they just got in, so they don't know how cool we are and how we be answering questions and stuff. But you know, and so you can go ahead, ask your question in there. It'll help out so many people within the community. And of course, most importantly, it will help you to be able to get to the next level. Okay. So thanks so much. I cannot wait for you to share with me your feedback on how you're doing with this tracker.